Hey, you two, this is Jerry D in Tennessee. I want to talk about CANF. I'm not trying to down the stock or anything. I'm not trying to hurt the stock. I'm just going to state the facts on how a reverse split, how it can affect an investor that is long-term into the stock, how it can negatively affect an investor. Now, a lot of people will pump it up and they'll talk like, oh, this is the great thing with a reverse split, but I'm going to show you the facts. The realization of what happens when you have a reverse stock split. I've never seen anybody do this on YouTube. I might get banned from YouTube for talking about this, but I'm just showing facts. And as always, I'm going to leave links down below to the post that I'm showing because I did some research and stuff, was pulling back some old stuff. I am currently in the stock. And I was holding it long, and now I am in the hole. So, I'm not happy about the reverse split, but this is the second one I've been through. It happened with me with, I believe Rocky Mountain High was another one I was in, and that hurt the price on it. It shot up for a little bit while the stock was, while they were processing the split. But, and I'm still in Rocky Mountain High, and I'm going to hold Rocky Mountain High. I think the company's going to be around for a while, but anyway, let's get to the facts. Okay, so CANF. So CANF did a reverse split this past Monday, January 9th, 2023. I'm recording this video on January 11th, 2023. This is a Wednesday, 2 days after the stock split. So one thing I want you to notice is the price right now at closing today is $5.51 a share. And again, I'm not trying to hurt the stock. I'm really not trying to hurt the stock, okay? I'm just going to show you the facts. I don't want anybody to get burnt, and I'm just trying to help people that's investing. And the reason they do a stock reverse split like this, the price was low on this stock, okay? And things start getting a little misleading for somebody that's not looked at the stock before. Well, if you hadn't looked at the stock before, you wouldn't know the difference. Let's put it that way. I misspoke. You wouldn't know the difference. So they do this to make the stock appealing to investors, to get people interested in the stock. So, one thing you'll notice is at the close today, it was $5.51. There was some after-hours trading, $5.55, and they're still, actually, I guess after-hours is done now. It's 9:14 p.m. But, okay, so $5.55 after-hours trading. It was up 0.04%. But if you look at the price, if you go back to January 9th, it was up at $6. $7 a share during the day. Around $6, a little under $7 a share during the day Monday. And I got a notice from E-Trade saying that they performed a maintenance on the stock because of the reverse split. If I had any questions, call them. Well, I'm not going to call them because it's not going to make any difference. It is what it is. It's not going to change anything. All they're going to do is tell me they did a reverse split and this is the price you have for the stock. And they're not going to change anything for you. So 350 shares dropped because it was a 1 to 10 split. For every 10 shares of stock, you got 1 share. So it was a reverse split. So if you notice the stock, if you go back, I mean, right now this is above up above $10 a share, up in the 20s. I mean, if you go back in the history, back to 2018, the history has even been affected by this conversion. They've jumped it up to where it looks like the stock has been $379.50, and it irritates me that they do this with the stocks because the stock's not been that high in the past. I mean, they're showing the history like this. I guess if they consolidated the stock and you take what the value of what you had, possibly, your price per share, and you adjust it, and that's probably what they're doing. They're adjusting what this looks like based on the reduced number of shares. Is why it looks so good going back. But this stock has been below $2 a share. But if you look at the history now, and this has been within the last 2 or 3 years, it's been within $2 a share. It's not showing that in the history because of the differences in the number of shares compared to the price of the shares. So, and I'm going to show you evidence of this now. Here's the article that they released December 30th, 2022. It was a 5-minute read. So there was a ratio change on the stock. So CANF Biopharma Ltd, $CANF if you want to search for it on Twitter, a biotechnology company advancing a pipeline of proprietary small molecule drugs that address inflammatory, cancer, and liver diseases, announced today that the company will change the ratio of its American depository shares to ordinary shares from 1, representing 30 ordinary shares, to a new ratio of 1, ADS representing 300 shares, which was a 10 to 1 drop. The ratio change will be effective on January 9th, 2023. So if you multiply 30, if you had 30 shares, and you multiplied that by 10, you would have had 300 shares. So it's going backwards. For the ADS holders, the people that are currently holding the stock when that happens, the ratio change will have the same effect as a 1 to 10 reverse ADS split. A 1 for 10, so you have 1 share for every 10 shares you have. On the effective date, each ADS holder will be required to exchange every 10 ADS for then held for 1 new ADS. The bank in New York Mellon, the depository bank, will arrange for the exchange of the current ADS for the new ones. There is no change in the company's underlying ordinary shares, and the company's ADSs will continue to trade on the New York Stock Exchange American under the symbol CANF. So they did not change the ticker when they did this, and there's no fractional new ADS shares will be issued in connection with the change. Now, I didn't have any fractional shares. So, but if we go back, you'll notice that right in here, 20s up to 20, it's above $10 a share. All through here from December 2021, you're above $10 a share. Okay, so Google even is showing the same. They're showing the same reflection, and they may all get their information from the same database under the covers. Who knows? But Google Finance is showing the same thing. And as you can see, going back, the price just keeps climbing as you go backwards. All right, so let me show you the receipts. And again, I'm going to have links for all these receipts too. So, September 4th, 2020. Red Acre Investment. Listen large to this. Oh, wait a minute. Did you see that? So this one had dropped. CANF had dropped 10.6%. But if you look at the history, now on the charts, you don't see anything close to $1.61. Because they changed all the underlying data underneath when they changed when they released the new shares of the stock. All right, so let's look at this again. Let's replay this again. September 4th, 2020. They're showing the gainers. And right here at the top of the list, CANF, $1.61 a share, down 10.6%. So, I mean, it is what it is. Again, I'm not trying to hurt the stock, but I'm telling you, if you were in it before, okay, and if you buy in before, what I'm trying to tell you is if you buy in before a reverse split, you could end up in a loss with the price difference and the reduction of number of shares. So, let's continue on. And that was Red Acre Sector Watch. All right, so I think let's see. I think I'm going to post this. I've not added this. I was looking to see where, because I'm keeping track of my post. I'm going to add this too. Let's add this too. For the video. I'm going to put all the links I can out there. So just show the prices has been, the history of the stock has changed when they made the change. I think I had another. All right, so here, yes, I do have a new post. So let's look at this one. So this is this guy posted. Kibi, I follow him on his stock posts. January 9th, 2023. He took a picture of the chart as they were making the change to the stock and the history as they were trading old shares for new shares. He did a snapshot of his graph, his chart, stock chart from his platform as they were doing this. And here's a close-up. 668, but if you look down here where the price is like around $1.05, $1 and a nickel in 1.0514. Actually, it was below that. And he was showing how it was going up to 668. But you got to remember that you're getting reduction in prices as well. So, let's move on. Here I'm going to show you another video. I have the link for this one as well that I'm going to post on Twitter. And I'm not trying to put anybody down or say that anybody's trying to mislead anybody, okay? But the price, again, if you had bought in at the low price, the price is going to have to go significantly higher for you to make any money. So let's do this video here. I want to play it.
Here we go. So there's the opening candle today, and then it kind of meanders for about 15 minutes and then pops a little bit and puts in this tight range, right? There's nothing tricky here. It's just as simple as, hey, yesterday this one was ripping. Today it's coming out of this tight flag.
So here you see
break over 430. Zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little closer.
$4.27.
Long on a high of day break, and just like that, look at the volume that came in, and that's because a lot of people.
Let's go back. You see right here, CANF, CANF, Can Fight Biopharma. Again, I'm not trying to down the stock. I hope the stock does well. I'm not trying to hurt the stock. I'm just saying this is what can happen during a reverse split.
Okay, nothing fancy here, but CANF, I'm showing you 5-minute candles, made that big move.
And you see it's way down below 4 and it's climbed.
And let me get my mouse in the screen here. All right.
But the current chart won't show you that.
There's the opening candle today, and then it kind of meanders for about 15 minutes and then pops a little bit and puts in this tight range, right? There's nothing tricky here. It's just as simple as, hey, yesterday this one was ripping. Today it's coming out of this tight flag. I like the high of day break over 430. Zoom in a little bit so you can see it a little closer. So pretty simple. Called it long on a high of day break, and just like that, look at the volume that came in, and that's because a lot of people maybe short this from yesterday afternoon, thinking, hey, that's all it had in it. A little short covering, a little longs jumping in, saying, hey, here we go again. CANF, right? So it's actually holding up pretty well, but a nice little easy trade. There's nothing tricky about it sometimes.
Okay. And it can be if you're in and out, and you got to watch. You got to be careful about that because of pattern day trader rules and stuff. That can get you in trouble too. Remember, if you jump into a stock, you've got about 3 trades. If you're under a certain amount of money, unless it's a cash account, I don't think you're under the pattern day trader account. The margin, I think, the account is what gets you. But right there, you can see again, I mean, we're showing on this chart right here, this is like above $10, and he was showing at $4 or $5. So let's go to the next one. This is the same Red Acre. This is the other video. I forgot I had 2 videos from Red Acre on here. So let's play this one again. So now this is showing as gainer. CANF is $2.67. Let's play it. Wait a minute. I paused it. Let's go back to the first of the video. August 17th, 2020. August 17th, 2020. There you go. CANF, $2.67 a share. So so they changed when they issued the new shares, and they did the rotation and traded your 10 shares, every 10 shares for 1 share. They changed the price of it, and in the chart, the history on the chart changes as well. The data changes underneath the information. I wish they wouldn't do that, because that's not really what the stock was trading at. But again, they're doing this to make the stock appealing to new investors. Now, I'm going to go back what you can do to look at a stock. After reverse, you can go to the Wayback Machine. I'm going to put this link out there. Have I still got it? I've got the link. Yes. So what I did a search on Internet Archive. And here is Yahoo's actual price for... Hold on. Let's look. What was the price? January 9th. No. December 1st, 2020. And it's showing a price of $191. I'm looking at my notes. So I want to get this right. So here's the link, and I'm going to have the link down below in the description so you can bring it up yourself. And you can see this stock was at $191, okay, on December 1st, 2020. It was $1.91 a share. But what is it showing now for 2020? Well, it looks like it's showing between 20 something and 30 something dollars now. since they did the rotation on the stock. So I invite you to go check out my links and check them out. Look at them, do your own research. But I'm just warning people. I just want to let people know that if you're in a stock and they're going to do a reverse split, the value of your investment can drastically drop. Okay, because you can see here that this was at the close. Okay, it says actually right here at the close of November 30th. It was a 191, 2020. So let's go a little deeper. And let's play. All right, so CANF Facts, they did a 10-to-1 reverse split on Monday, January 9th, 2023. Let's say you had bought 350 shares of CANF for $1.91 a share on December 1st, 2020. We just looked at that. 350 shares at $1.91 is $668.50 invested in the stock. In your investment, you got $668.50 invested. All right, so now you still hold the shares on Monday, January 9th, 2023 of this week. You now have 35 shares worth $5.51 a share on Wednesday, January 11th, 2023. This is the day that I'm recording this video. Your investment of $688.50 is now worth $192.85. And you will need to sell at a price of $19.10, which is almost 4 times what it is right now, to even break even. You'd have to sell at $19.10 a share to break even. So again, I'm going to have all the links in the description so you can look this stuff up and verify it. I invite you to go through, do the math on the price per share. I just want to bring this to people's attentions because you can put yourself in a hurt if you buy. If you see somebody tweeting that they're going to have a reverse split, yes, they will up the price of the shares of the stock. The price of the shares of stock will go up. But the reality is your number of shares are going down and the value of your investment is dropping at the same time. Now, the reason they're doing this, again, is to make the stock look appealing. They're jumping the price up of the stock, and they're making it look appealing to new investors or other investors that might want to buy into a biopharma account or stock. And this can potentially hit $19, $20 a share. It could actually do that. All they need to do is continue their press releases of positive information for the stock and keep releasing stuff on Bloomberg, the PR Newswire, your brokerages, on Market Watch, the different outlets that report on the stocks. As long as they keep doing that, this can hit $19, $20 a share. But I wanted to bring this to your attention. Just be aware. Just do the math. Be aware. You've got to learn how the mechanics of this stuff works if you're going to invest, because if you don't learn the mechanics of how the stocks work, how the prices action in the stock markets will work, then that can hurt the price. I mean, and I'm not even talking about people maybe trying to short the stock, doing options on the stock. I've not even looked at that. So you got all these factors that can affect the stock. You have to be careful, be cautious, do your research, look at the stock, and just be careful. Just be careful. It is a gamble. Stock market is a gamble. Just keep your eyes open, be cautious, keep what's important. Keep the roof over your head, the food on your table, clothes on the children, because that's what's important in the end. But anyway, thanks if you've watched for this long. I appreciate it. I hope I taught you something. If you like the video, if you got any comments on the price action on this stock and the results here, I do invite you to do the math. Go to my links, verify my links. I'm really down. I don't want to talk about other people to talk about the stocks, but I wish the other people that are talking about trading and stocks in the stock market would actually put the links down in their description that they're bringing up and telling you about. They really should do that so you can go out and verify for yourself. It just makes a person credible. I mean, it just shows that they're telling you the truth. It's the facts if they do that. So, and a lot of times these links can change too. That's why I go back to the Wayback Machine. Wayback Machine will go back and Internet Archive will tell you a lot of things over time. It will tell you a lot of things over time. But anyway, thanks for watching the channel. I hope you've had a good day, a good week so far. I hope the rest of the week is a profitable week. And I hope this coming weekend is going to be a good week for you. But again, I'm not trying to hurt CANF at all. I hope they do well. I'm in the stock. I'm going to have to get up to 38 at the price I bought in. I'm going to have to get up because I bought in drastically higher than 191. So I'm going to have to get up to like $36 a share for me to even break even in this stock for my 35 shares that I have. If that tells you anything. So it was like a couple of dollars higher when I bought into it. And that's why I wanted to make this video, because I want people to learn from my mistakes instead of making the same mistakes. I want you to make money. I want to help people make money. But I'm not going to be pumping the stocks, okay? I don't want to be pumping the stocks and be the... I'll try to look at stuff. I get excited about some stocks and stuff, but you got to be careful about what you do. But CANF could very well... in the future, am I saying it's going to go to $19 a share? No, I'm saying it could over time. All it needs is positive news to come out, okay? And the right people to be interested in the stock and the price, the type of news, what the news is about, how many people see it, the type of people's interested at the time. The stockholders are going to determine the price in the end. So, that being said, we won't know. We won't know. Only time will tell. I hope it does. I hope it does go up. I like to see 36 because I'd like to actually make some money on the stock myself. But I'm sure there's other people that's in the stock that's been in it, and they're probably in the same position I'm in. So I'm hoping to make this video to prevent new investors from making the same mistake. So if you see somebody tweeting there's going to be a reverse 10 to 1 stock split, or 1 to 10, yeah, 1 share for every 10 shares, stock reverse split, be cautious about it, okay? Be cautious about it. You might want to wait till after it's said and done and look at the price of the stock after it's all said and done. Because, again, your investment, and I showed you, do the math, verify the math I just did, and see for yourself what it could do to you. So be careful. Be careful. This is only for educational purposes. I'm not a financial advisor. I'm not a stock advisor. I am just a crazy old coot in East Tennessee talking about stocks. But anyway, thanks Thanks for watching, and hopefully we'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye. Bella's got to be right up under me, don't you, Bella? Oh my word. Cloudy day, looks like it may rain. Clouds out over the valley. East Tennessee Valley. And Bella, she's just happy to be around.